Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to turn the notifications on. I never want you guys to miss a video. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget to turn them on. Please and thank you. And I know I did a thing in the beginning, but I feel like some people ain't doing it. So do it. Alright? Turn the notifications on, man. Alright? So I seen in the comment section a lot of people have been telling me they want me to do a video about Curtis Samuel and the receiving core. And finally, you know what I'm saying, I was like, alright, let me do it for you guys because my fans want it. You know, I'm gonna do it. So this video is gonna be you know, definitely kind of good. I mean, I think you know, I have some ideas that might, you know, rub people the wrong way, but I just, you know, it's my thought process, and I definitely want you guys to, you know, get in the comment section and tell me how you feel about, you know, my thoughts or whatever. If you agree, disagree, whatever. And I think it's a good conversation. So get in the comment section, let me know how y'all feel, and let's get started. Curtis Samuel has made an interesting purchase. You know what I'm saying? He purchased something recently, man, and when I seen it, he bought it, man, it made me pretty happy, man. Curtis Samuel bought himself a personal jugs machine. And for you guys who don't know what a jugs machine is, you know in training camp when you see that machine that shoots out the footballs for the receivers to catch them, that's what a jugs machine is. And Curtis Samuel bought a personal one for himself, even though, like I said, you know, he doesn't have as much money because he's still on his rookie contract. But he bought a personalized one for himself, and that's really good, man, because like I said, I've been rooting for Curtis Samuel for, you know, I want him to do good. And I don't think his hands were that bad, but definitely his hands could have got worked on last year. So I'm happy to see that, man. He's working on his catching, and that's definitely needed, man. I feel like for him, he has the speed that you would want, but you know, we don't want another Ted Ginn. Let's be honest. I mean, Ted Ginn was definitely good for us when he was on our team, but we don't want a receiver that's dropping a bunch of passes, whatever. So Curtis Samuel buying a jugs machine, whatever, that shows me that he's very serious. Now, mind you, don't get me wrong. He's in hot water. You know what I'm saying? He came out for injury last year. You know, so he didn't really live up to the billing that he was, you know, set, whatever the expectations that was set from last year, you know, because of the injury. And he, you know, he was injured a few times last year too. Plus, you know, he didn't get that much playing time. And then, but you know, he did flash sometimes. He did show some talent. You know what I'm saying? But he did, like I said, he did live up to his second round billing. So this year is a really important year for him, especially because, you know, we have really good receivers. So I'm happy to see him, you know, taking it seriously, whatever, because like I said, man, he's on a short leash right now. He's on a short leash. He has the speed, but he just needs the hands, you know, and, you know, like I think he'll be much better, you know, this year. I really am rooting for him. I think he's going to be way better. If he can stay healthy, obviously, if he can stay healthy, he'll be a lot better. But this jugs machine shows that he's taking it very seriously. He's not playing around, especially on the off season. Little downtime y'all got, you know what I'm saying, between mini camp and training camp. You know, you could be, you know, out relaxing, chilling, whatever, but he's grinding, man. It's people like that go far in this league. So I'm happy to see Curtis Samuel doing it, and I think he's gonna have a lot better hands next year, or the year coming up. As much as I love Curtis Samuel buying himself a personal jugs machine, which I think would definitely help him out in catching the ball, and he definitely has the speed. What he needs to work on still is his route running. Now, he was never a great route runner coming out of college. Like I said, you know, to be honest with you, a lot of people just believe that he was kind of like a running back trying to play receiver, and they believe that Christian McCaffrey is a receiver trying to play running back. Whatever, however you want to see it, because Christian McCaffrey is very good at running routes. You know, he has very good hands. You know, his dad used to be a receiver. People are saying, you know, maybe he should have been a receiver. You know what I'm saying? But he's a running back. And Curtis Samuel, whatever, has the running back build. He has the speed, but his routes aren't the crisp, you know, routes, and his hands aren't official like that. So maybe he should have been running back. But that's neither here nor there. Curtis Samuel, to me, I think he could be, like I said, definitely a good receiver. He ran a 4.3 in the combine. He has the speed. You know, he's working on his hands with the jugs machine. But his routes definitely need work too, because he rounds out a lot of his routes. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really like cut like he's supposed to. You know, and you know, developing the route tree and everything like that is very good for him, especially, you know, as a smaller receiver. If you can run really good routes, like Antonio Brown, like a few of these other smaller receivers, like Steve Smith in his prime, you can avoid a lot of hits. If you run a good route and create separation through your route running, you can avoid some hits, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're a smaller guy. You don't want to get hit hard, especially with a linebacker or somebody like that, because that's how you get injured. So if he works on his routes, you know what I'm saying, he's already working on his hands. And I think they're definitely going to work on his route running in training camp or whatever. Hopefully he's 100% healthy, because they were, you know, bringing him along judiciously this offseason, because obviously the seriousness of his injury. But I think by training camp he should be, you know, healthy enough to run routes and actually be padded up and stuff, hopefully. So we'll see how that plays out, man. But like I said, man, his route running, if he can get that, you know, fine-tuned, if he can, now mind you, he got a good teacher, man. He got a DJ Moore, and if you really want to take it, you know what I'm saying, take it seriously, because DJ Moore's a good route runner. But if you really want to take it seriously, man, hit up the guys that, you know, that are known for it, man. Hit up, you know what I'm saying, the Steve Smiths. Hit up, you know what I'm saying, the legends in the game that were known for very good route running. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I don't think Steve Smith would mind training Curtis Samuel. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, these, you know, Jerry Rice and stuff like that. Now, mind you, Jerry Rice might be a little bit too busy. But I'm just saying in general. Hit up some legends and some veterans and work on it, man. Because if you get very good at that, you'll definitely have a spot in this team. Especially with all the good receivers we have on the team now. You really need to carve out your own niche in this receiving core. Because I think this receiving core could be pretty good. All right, guys. Time for the controversy. All right. Now, I believe that this is Cam Newton's best receiving core to date. Now, before y'all tear my head off, listen to what I got to say. All right. I love Steve Smith. You know what I'm saying? I love Steve Smith. But when Cam had Steve Smith, he didn't have anybody else. Steve Smith was the guy. I mean, I remember at one point he had Steve Smith, Jeremy Shockey, and Greg Olsen, and Brandon LaFell, who I think wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? I remember the Legadoo Nenes, the Jason Avants, the Jericho Cotries. You know what I'm saying? We had a bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying? I think this receiving core could be Cam's best receiving core to date. And the reason why is because I think Devin Funchess definitely could be a 1,000-yard receiver. Last year he was definitely on pace to do it before he injured his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Once Kelvin Benjamin got traded, his production skyrocketed. And he was catching passes, man. He was doing a good job, but he injured his shoulder, kind of derailed him. You know what I'm saying? Demir Bird, I think, was playing great last year. Caught touchdown passes, was getting open, having a great time. He gets injured too. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Samuel, right when he was hitting his stride, he gets injured also. I think he could be a good receiver for us too. Torrey Smith, I think he could be, you know, pretty good. I think he could be, you know, as good. He has a propensity to be as good as Ted Ginn when we went to the Super Bowl that year. You know what I'm saying? If he still has his speed, which everybody's saying he still does, if he still has his speed, you know, he has like 50-50 hands, but so did Ted Ginn. You know what I'm saying? So I think he can be that. You know what I'm saying? I think he can be that vertical threat. And besides, even if he can't be that vertical threat, we still got Curtis Samuel, we still got Demir Bird. You know what I'm saying? They're both very fast and can go vertical. So I think they're, you know what I'm saying, they're very good. DJ Moore, you know, because his route running, because his, you know, catching, his run after catch, all that stuff, I think he could be a dynamic receiver, man. I think he has the propensity to be a #1 receiver for us. Either #1 or #2, especially with Devin Funchess, you know, playing. If he plays as good as he did last year, after Kelvin Benjamin got traded, I definitely think he could be a 1,000-yard receiver. And I think DJ Moore, you know, obviously with Greg Olsen there, and, you know what I'm saying, all these other receivers and Curtis Samuel and Demir Bird, he might, you know, get some soft coverage or some third-string cornerback and toast them all year. We'll see how that plays out, man. But also, we also got Jarius Wright. And I think Jarius Wright is a good receiver. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a clutch third-down receiver. You look at the stats, you know, he's clutch, man. Third down, he's catching the ball and he's getting the first. So, you know, I think Jarius Wright is really good. I think, well, not really good, but I think he's good for what he does, which is, you know, tough catches when you need it. You know what I'm saying? So I think our receiving core is really good. I think that, you know, like Ron Rivera said, we're gonna be cutting we're gonna have to cut a really good receiver, and I think that receiver is gonna be Jarius Wright, because I don't see them cutting Devin Funchess because he's our big target receiver. I don't see them cutting Curtis Samuel because he was a second round pick and this is his second year in the league. I don't see that happening. DJ Moore, obviously they're not cutting him. Demir Bird has been on the team for a while and has played really well last year. So I think he has some kind of leeway. And Torrey Smith, I don't know. I think they like him as a locker room guy. You know what I'm saying? They just rock with him. So I don't see him getting cut either. So I think the odd man out would be Jarius Wright. We'll see how that plays out, man. But like I said, man, I think this might be Cam Newton's best receiving core to date, you know, top to bottom. And if he has a very good receiving core, I mean, sky's the limit, man. Look what you can see what he did when he's on his game. He played with you know, not bums, but they weren't that great. You know, Philly Brown, Ted Ginn, and all these guys. He took them to the Super Bowl, man. So with a receiving core like ours, you know, Devin Funchess looking like he's ready to step up and be, you know, a #1 receiver. You know, even if he's not #1, he could be a, you know, close, no, not #1, but really high too. You know what I'm saying? DJ Moore looks like he could be a baller. I think our receiving core is pretty good, man. So don't kill me in the comment section, but I would like to hear how y'all feel about it. Do y'all think this is the best receiving core to date? If I'm, you know, overestimating, let me know. If you think I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm right, let me know. Get in the comment section, you know what I'm saying, let me know how you feel about that. So, well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. Also, don't forget to turn your notifications on. Get in the comment section, guys. Tell me if you think this is Cam Newton's best receiving core, like I do. I think it's, you know what I'm saying, I think Steve Smith obviously was probably the best receiver, well, definitely the best receiver he ever had. But the receiving core around Steve Smith was not up to par. So I think this might be Cam Newton's best receiving core. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Am I tripping? Am I right? Let me know how y'all feel, man. LCameraTV merchandise, shirts, hats, mugs, all types of stuff. That link is in the description below. Check it out. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Dope shirts, dope t-shirts, dope hats. You get your own mug, you feel me? Rock with y'all. The link to the Patreon page is in the description also. Support me, support the channel. You already know what it is. Share this with all your Panther family, friends, NFL fans, all that. You feel me? You already know what it is. Share with anybody who likes the Panthers, anybody who likes football, anybody who likes anything. You feel me? Let them know what it is. That Panther Nation out here in LCameraTV is rocking with Panther Nation, all right? Check out my dog's video, Renana's theme. His video is in the end screen at the end. That means at the very end of the video, you'll see the video there. The guy's a funny dude, very talented. I see some of y'all trickling over there. Keep the trickle going, you feel me? I rock with him, he rock with me, whatever. We're probably gonna do some more videos together. We just been, you know what I'm saying, busy, you feel me? But, you know what I'm saying, definitely gonna do some videos together, whatever. Thank y'all for all the support. I'm at 900. I'm pushing towards 1,000. Thank y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy about this, man, and I can't wait till I hit the, you know, the 1,000, man. 1,000 mark, man. It's definitely gonna be an amazing time for me, man. So thank y'all for the support. Keep the support coming, and I will see y'all next time.